It is the evening of September 14th, opening day here in Wisconsin. Alex and I are back in the same spot we were at this morning. We definitely have a doe problem here. We have way too many does. So our first priority of the season is to slab a couple does, fill the freezer, and when the weather starts to cooperate a little more, then we'll start going after some of those mature bucks. It's about 80 degrees out. It's way hot for hunting, but it's the opener, so we gotta be out. You got anything to add, Alex?
Not really.
Alright, Alex's first time running the camera tonight, so we're gonna train him up right. First one of the year, man.
I just heard a crash.
Alright. So, we had an interesting evening here in the stand. We've had a lot of does and fawns come out. And our whole mission was to get after a doe, get Alex behind the camera, get us some experience. I think it all worked. So we just had a doe feed in, gave us a close shot, and we made it happen. So, red arrow. Alex said he thinks he heard a crash, but obviously we're just gonna give her a little while. Probably get a hold of my dad who's down at the house, probably 500 yards away, and he's gonna come grab us with the Ranger. We'll give her about a half hour here and check the arrow out. But opening day, we got an arrow red on big mature doe. Good job, Alex.
Nice job.
Doe down. It is September 15th. It is the opening weekend, Sunday, a little bit cooler. It's probably about 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. Make a move on a couple bucks actually that I've been seeing down out of this stand. A little mist came through, shifted the wind from a southwest to a northwest. So yeah, we're making big money moves on opening weekend. Alex is behind the camera. We've been a deadly duo so far when we've been out, so hopefully he brings me a little luck as well. Stay tuned, let's see what happens. Down here, and we let her feed. She fed out here at probably 20 yards for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, and he says buck, and I couldn't see the buck, and all of a sudden I heard a ruckus going on back here in the corner, and I look back and I see the buck buck I call Kicker. He's got a giant kicker. He's a buck that I've been following along across the road. I don't even know what he's doing over here. He's just raking a tree. And we waited and we waited and we waited and we waited. And actually a couple other bucks came shooting out, which prompted him to come out. My shot is definitely back. I'm not feeling good about that shot. Honestly, I'm thinking, way back. I didn't necessarily see him run past this little group of trees right here though. So I'm thinking maybe, I would have to get pretty lucky to have him go down anywhere close, but maybe artery in the back if I hit him. Oh, I don't know. That's the biggest deer I've ever shot at in my life. Oh, I'm not happy about that shot though. No, I don't know what to think. I'm not happy with that shot, but that deer is a monster. We played him just right. He came right out. Oh man, I knew there was something big was gonna come out tonight, dude. Go. Yeah, let me look at it.
Well, it's the next morning here. Rewind back to last night. We sat in the stand and kind of slowly packed up for about 45 minutes and ended up getting down, found the arrow that fell out of him, and the arrow was covered in what looked like guts. So not what we wanted to see, but honestly better than what we originally had planned. We planned on finding just muscle blood and having it be a hit in the leg. So with guts, we wanted to make sure we give him time. Ended up calling Robert for probably a half hour on the phone. He said we did the right thing, backed out. He's going to meet us here at about 8:30, and we are going to sneak out and pick up the trail. We never went any further than the arrow. Not feeling really good about it. Still sick to my stomach. Didn't get much sleep last night. We got about a half hour. We'll be taking off, so we'll keep you updated. So we had Robert come in with his dog, and at first we kind of struggled finding blood here. So we let the dog work ahead, and after about a half hour here, it sounds like we got a dead deer to go find. So let's see what happens.
Boy. Oh, it's been dead a while. Holy cow. That is big deer. That feels good. Pretty sleepless night last night. Woke up early. A lot of anxiety, but I'm glad we backed out and called Robert and his dog. Let the dog do its job. Cool. So last night we came into a stand I called the kill hole. With this early season and the warm temperatures, sitting over a bean field, and down where I have my stand, there's a little covey back there where these deer feel real safe with some oak trees kind of guarding it from the road. So I went in there. I definitely had a few bucks I was after. Last night we were hunting a nice 8-pointer that showed up that I've been watching in the neighbor's property. Little did I know, my number one buck here, Kicker, came out pretty early on in the night and kind of stayed back in that covey just out of eyesight. Those fed out all natural. Wind hit me right in my face, and another buck ended up coming out and actually kind of drawing this buck out into the field. They were kind of wrestling a little bit, and they hooked antlers for a couple seconds, and when they walked out, the rest is history.
definitely didn't put a great shot on them. As hunters, we try to be as ethical as possible. So last night was a pretty sleepless night, not knowing what we were going to find today. Luckily, we called Robert and his dog, and he didn't go probably 150 yards, and here he lays. So very happy ending to a sleepless night last night.
Yeah, we're making big money moves on opening weekend.